I would like to thank each of you for your unwavering commitment to Rise Commercial District throughout 2024. Your valuable insights are helpful, and your financial investments are very appreciated. I'll share some highlights from 2024, which was truly a record year for us, and the leadership team will provide further details. I'm thrilled to share that our co-warehousing company achieved remarkable growth in 2024, with a 33% increase in revenue company-wide. Even more impressive is our strong customer retention, with 73% of our clients renewing their memberships last year. Additionally, I'm proud to highlight the loyalty of our clients. Our very first tenant from 2009 is still with us, and 2 other tenants have been part of our journey for over 12 years. In December, we reached a milestone of 65 new leases, significantly surpassing our usually average of 50. This growth can be attributed mainly to the district manager tours and enhanced marketing efforts, including an impressive website redesign over the summer. The increase in leads and virtual tours has been crucial in driving our success in 2024. Rise continues to grow by launching new locations each year. Last winter, we opened Rise Avon in Indiana, and this October, we opened Rise Franklin in Milwaukee. Rise Woodbury in Minneapolis recently celebrated its first anniversary and set a new record for the highest rates per square foot, surpassing $22 a foot, a notable increase from our inaugural district in Castleton, Indiana, where the rate is $19.51 per square foot. Rise Greenwood recently completed the 3rd phase of its expansion, adding 4 new Rise Pro buildings. Avery, the long-term manager of Rise Greenwood, finalized the last of 20 leases this week. This new Rise Pro Flex facility, which features small offices attached to warehouses, has played a key role in maintaining Rise Greenwood as our largest revenue district. On the financial front, rising interest costs on construction and long-term debt have been challenging. However, we've been able to stay ahead of it by implementing an average 8% annual lease rate increase, thanks to all the district managers for working with their tenants on rates. We were deeply saddened by the loss of Joe Bach, our sales manager, to colon cancer in June of 2024. His personal investment in several districts reflected his deep understanding of our mission, his commitment to driving continued growth. The outlook for Rise in 2025 is bright, with our first-to-market small bay model remaining in high demand. Our new districts have reached at least 50% occupancy within 6 months, a significant achievement compared to large warehousing and self-storage facilities, which often take up to 3 years to reach this occupancy. I'm thrilled to announce an exciting new addition to Rise in the cold storage industry, the Rise Box. These electric, individualized refrigerated containers can be placed in parking areas or on unused Rise properties, creating an additional revenue stream. We believe the growing demand for last-mile refrigerated and freezer solutions for food, pharmaceuticals, chemicals, and even microchips is an untapped market that we are well positioned to serve. We hope to start marketing and placing Rise boxes early spring in 4 to 5 districts. We are also expanding our new Rise Salon model, bringing it from Greenwood, Indiana to Gahanna and Fort Wayne this quarter. Rise Salon guests and stylists are one of the most significant source of referrals in Greenwood. I'm confident in the success future for Rise. Our tailored solutions for warehouse, office, flex spaces, combined with our all-inclusive amenities, utilities, and dynamic professional communities, create a unique partnership for our clients that is unparalleled. At Rise, we offer more than just leasing or storage. We are a true partner in shaping the future of many businesses. Now I'll turn it over to our senior leadership to share specific achievements from 2024.
A few updates on construction. Let's start in Richfield, Wisconsin. This is a phase 1 project on the north side of Milwaukee that we started in the late fall. We're building through the winter months. The Wisconsin winter is no joke, brings a lot of cold and some challenges up there, but we are making steady progress. We've also had some issues regarding some building permits that have slowed our progress, but we've cleared those hurdles now, and we're planning to have our first few buildings open in late summer. Next, let's go to Mason, Ohio. We're completing the last 5 buildings on this site. Just like in Richfield, we started in the fall, and we've been building through the winter months. Since he got hit with that big snowstorm earlier this month, which has been fun to deal with, but we're still on track for a mid-March completion in Mason. We also have the Fort Wayne and Gahanna salon remodel projects that are going on. Both sites are getting a new salon suite as part of a remodel in some existing buildings. These projects will be much shorter than our typical new build timeframes, and so we're expecting these to come online in March and April. We're also planning some new sites this year. So that includes Mount Comfort on the east side of Indianapolis, St. Peter's, which is our first site in St. Louis, and Milford, which is the east side of Cincinnati. These will all be nice additions to our existing sites in Indy and Cincinnati, and we're glad to be pushing into a new market in St. Louis. We also have some phase 2 sites that are planned for 2025, and these include Northwood, Avon, Woodbury, and potentially Franklin as well. We're still working through some development tasks and some financing for these sites, so stay tuned for more info on start dates there. Lastly, our Ryland team is growing. We anticipate hiring multiple new site supervisors over the next few months to support all this growth that we have as a company. And so we are excited about that, and we are excited about the projected growth for Ryland and for Rise in years to come.
2024 was a year of tremendous growth and positive change. In less than 5 years, we went from 3 operating districts with a workforce of less than 10 people to 13 districts with a workforce of almost 40. Periodically during the growth process, we have to evaluate our current way of doing things and identify areas of opportunity and growth. So as I look back over the past year, I find a theme of right-sizing our systems and processes to keep pace with this growth. Here's a quick review of some of those initiatives. At the beginning of 2024, we implemented Yardi Cube to replace our prior accounting and property management systems. As we all know, it was a heavy lift for everyone involved, but now that we're 12 months in, I think we can all agree that it has provided a ton of value and really positioned us to achieve the level of growth that we want over the next several years. In addition to Cube, we implemented a new AP workflow module within Yardi called Procure to Pay. Incoming bills are now able to be processed digitally and can flow through the proper workflow approvals. As a result, district managers have more visibility and ownership over their site's financial performance. Both Cube and Procure to Pay required a lot of effort from district managers, the accounting department, and leadership, so thank you for all of your efforts. In October, we joined Insperity to help us navigate the growing complexity of our human resources and benefits. As part of our transition to Insperity, we now have single sign-on access to PTO requests. We can see health, dental, and vision benefits at a glance. We can check the balance and change contributions or allocations for our 401k. And in the coming year, we'll have access to performance and training modules. As was the case with Yardi, this was not an easy or a quick process, but we feel that this change will really provide a lot of value to Rise as we continue to grow. Lastly, in 2024, we made significant improvements in how we raise equity and secure financing with banks for new projects. 2024 was a very challenging year on the lending front, with higher interest rates and more cautious banks. However, we persisted by expanding our relationships to more banks, and now as we begin 2025, we are well positioned on several projects with banks committed to financing our future projects. Interest rates have also begun to fall, so we anticipate the lending environment to continue to ease up. On the equity side, we rolled out our first employee investor fund, Rise Up 24, offering employees the opportunity to invest in our future developments. We're really excited that so many of you took advantage of that opportunity and are invested in Rise for the long term. Thanks again for all of your support as we rolled out these initiatives in 2024, and I'm looking forward to what 2025 brings.
As I look back on Q4 and this entire year, I want to thank each of you for your support, guidance, and trust as we continue to build together. We made a number of changes from systems to processes, and we asked a lot of you as we navigated these changes together. This year, we set out to evolve and optimize our processes across sales, marketing, and operations. The goal was to become more repeatable and scalable, enabling us to grow faster and more predictably as we continue to expand existing districts and develop new ones. Q4, and in particular December, was the culmination of all of your hard work. It was a total team effort, and I can't thank you enough for all that you do. Before we dive into the results, I'd love to share a few key projects from each team that drove our success. On the marketing front, we relaunched our website, focused on enhancing our local SEO or search engine optimization efforts, which enables us to be found on Google and other search engines. We optimized our website conversions, leading to more form submissions, further defined our ideal client profiles to increase paid advertising conversions, and so much more. Through these efforts, we saw our overall leads increase, significantly propelling us forward on the sales front. This is all due to the hard work and dedication from Allison and Hall. Thank you both for everything that you do. Our sales goals were focused on streamlining the sales process, reducing the time between customer touches, and automating the follow-up process to drive faster response times. Managers, you took on the new challenges and continue to drive growth across all sites. With everything we learned from Nathan and his consistent effort on the inbound side of the house, we felt confident that it was time to drive our outbound efforts further. Enter Scott Drake, our first outbound salesperson, who has already begun driving outbound calls and touches. A huge thank you to Nathan, our managers, and most importantly, our fearless leader, Taylor Bro. Taylor has in many ways a thankless job, but he keeps everything moving, and we could not accomplish our goals without him. Huge thank you to each of you. Finally, on the operations side, we have focused on standardizing our processes to ensure a consistent experience at every Rise location. Our senior managers have stepped up in a big way. They've enhanced and updated our standard operating procedures, also known as SOPs, which will be rolled out soon, and supported the development of our new manager and training program to prepare for future sites and cover existing sites as we continue to grow. Additionally, we have invested in MyCOI, a certificate of insurance verification platform that ensures each tenant has the required coverage needed to protect our districts. I want to thank every manager for their tireless work to create the incredible environment and communities our tenants have come to call home. With a special shout out to David and Avery for their massive contributions throughout this year. We cannot grow without you. Most importantly, the man who does it all, Mr. Adam Hardebeck. Adam is the conductor of this wild orchestra and makes sure we all continue to play the same tune. Thank you for all that you do. Now I'll turn it over to our fearless leaders to dive into these successes in greater detail. Thank you, and I appreciate all that you do.
I want to take a moment to highlight one of the most critical and sometimes stressful parts of operating the districts, which is rent collection. In 2024, our collection performance across all locations has been pretty exceptional. The success is a direct result of our district manager's commitment to consistency, fairness, and the diligence in managing receivables. From timely reminders to charging late fees and following the lien process. The system we've built is working. As a result, very few accounts go into default, which is a huge win for us. So let's look at some notable company-wide stats from 2024. We had late fee collections of just over $128,000, which is great because it offsets our bad debts and other undercollectibles. A total income, we climbed over $15 million. And to put that into perspective, large national self-storage facilities typically plan for bad debt ratios between 0.5% and 1.5% of gross revenue. The commercial leasing industry falls between 1% and 3%, depending on market conditions. Our bad debt ratio for 2024 is just 0.5%, which is outstanding. And this achievement wouldn't be possible without the hard work of our district managers and our senior managers, David and Avery, who handle challenging conversations and manage escalated situations with a lot of professionalism and care. So great job on collections, everyone. Your efforts truly are making a difference. Now, as we manage those receivables, we must also be mindful of the risks we take on with each tenant. This is where insurance comes in. At Rise, we take on risk with every tenant, which is why we include insurance requirements in our leases. We understand that insurance can be complex and sometimes challenging to navigate. That's exactly why we partnered with an industry expert to handle collection, tracking, and verification of the required certificates of insurance. So we're very excited to announce that MyCOI will be fully implemented early in Q1. This tool will be an invaluable resource for our district managers, helping to ensure tenant lease compliance when it comes to insurance. We're looking forward to seeing how MyCOI streamlines this process and supports our teams in maintaining compliance across the board. 2024 has been our best year to date at Rise Commercial District. And with everything lined up for 2025, we're set to continue that momentum. We're positioned to deliver even greater results and drive further growth. Looking ahead, 2025 brings the launch of the manager training program. We have phase 2 construction projects, salon remodels and additions, and a new district that's going to come online. There's so much to look forward to and a tremendous amount of work ahead, but I'm excited to be on this journey with all of you, and together we'll build something even more remarkable.
Hi all, thanks for joining the town hall today. I'm going to give you Q4 updates on the sales side of the company. I'm going to talk about new leases, renewals. I'm going to give some updates on the end of year sales contest, as well as some additional updates and shout outs. In Q4 new leases, we did 164 total. 112 were new tenant, 52 were existing tenant add-ons and upgrades. In terms of new leases by location, top 3, Avery and Greenwood had 21 new leases. Akeem and Lewis Center had 17, as well as Mike and Woodbury also having 17. Great job to the 3 of you and everyone else. In terms of close rate, inbound and walk-up tours combined, in October we were 45%, November 44%, December 51%. So obviously had a spike in December, which leads me to my next point. In December, we broke 2 all-time Rise records. The first, we hit 65 total new leases. We actually previously had never even hit 60. We've come really close, but never quite gotten there. So we topped that, even past it with 65. Excellent job to everyone involved. Second, 26 of those 65 new leases were existing tenant add-ons and upgrades. The next highest month was 19 in all time, so 26 was well over that. So solid job there. That was thanks to marketing team promoting the 10% discount, Nathan Rosales working that on the front end, and all of the managers doing a really good job, especially with existing tenants on promoting that. The tenants know we don't run those promotions often, and you did a great job of increasing urgency, and obviously a lot of them jumped on it, so good job there, really good job. In terms of renewals and tenant retention, in Q4, we had 273 units excluding parking up for renewal. 200 of those renewed, which is a 73% win rate. The average rate increase was 4%. In 2024, the year as a whole, our average renewal rate was the same as it was in Q4 at 73%. So really consistent and strong. You guys do a great job managing your people and the tenants, and it shows, and a lot of people stay. It's a really good compliment. In terms of the end of year sales contest, on the new lease side, I'm just going to talk about December on this one. In Group 1, Avery captured that with 8 new leases. In Group 2, Mike also had 8. Great job to both of you. You got the bonus there in addition to your normal bonus for the leases. On the points ranking side of the sales contest, in Group 1, Jay won with 108. In Group 2, Keith with 116. This side of the contest was net square foot added, percentage revenue, amenities sold such as parking, internet, etc. Keith and Jay both got $1,000 each for winning that portion. So congratulations to you and great job. Some additional updates and shout outs. We've been keeping a price per square foot leaderboard, which this is just the highest lease per type of space, warehouse, flex, office, salon of all time. It can be beaten at any time, so we welcome that. Currently the leaderboard, Jeff and Castleton on warehouse with $26.40. Nathan, Sapp, and Woodbury on flex space at $27.50. Somebody please beat him. Office in Franklin with Keith at $70.83. And salon, currently Avery is the only one that could have opportunity for that. He's at the top with $86.23, but soon we'll have salons in Fort Wayne and Gahanna, so he'll have some more competition there. Just some additional shout outs are the last point I wanted to mention. We've had some good networking activity this quarter. As a couple of examples, Akeem and Jay hosted a Chamber of Commerce coffee and breakfast at our Lewis Center location. 14 to 16 people showed up. Several of those wanted to tour spaces on the property. Hosting these type of events is a really good way to get people on site, which we all know is the best way to sell our brand. So good job to you guys there. Akeem's going to schedule another one for the summer, or already has. So keep that up. We want to encourage the rest of you there as well. Keith attended a networking home show. There was a home show in Milwaukee, did networking for 2-3 hours there, just working to meet people in the area, schedule tours when possible. Eli and Scott did the same thing at a Cincinnati home show. So great job to all of you. We want to encourage that. A lot of these home shows happen in the winter and early spring. So please keep that on your radar. It's a great way to meet exhibitors that are a lot of our tenant base in terms of type of business. Lastly, we're going to do a Taste of Noblesville event, is what it's called. It's an event in late March with the Noblesville Chamber. We are going to have an exhibit booth. These are chamber members only that set up booths. So we're going to do that, and several of us will be at the booth there. Last two items I want to mention. Scott Drake started, as you all know, in outbound sales this month. He's in his 3rd or 4th weekend. Scott's been doing a lot of activity on his own initiative, meeting you. He's done numerous tours of people that he's reached out to. He's also shadowed some tours. So we're really looking forward to continued growth with Scott in terms of expanding our reach with franchisees, corporate partnerships, etc. Lastly, Neil Thompson started in Northwood. We're really glad to have you, Neil. I really think you're a great fit for the position, and we're looking forward to more and future success. That's all. Thank you all again.
I'm thrilled to share some major marketing accomplishments that have been instrumental in driving our success. Last quarter, we kicked things off with a complete relaunch of our website. The goal was to make a modern, user-friendly experience that connects with our audience while making it easy for them to take the next step with us. In addition, we focused on local search engine optimization improvements to enhance our visibility in the communities we serve. By fine-tuning location-specific strategies, we've been able to attract more qualified leads and make a bigger impact where it matters most. We also developed and rolled out repeatable grand opening launch procedures. These structured, scalable processes ensure that every new location starts strong, builds momentum, and sets the tone for long-term success. On the social media front, Dash's Deals was a huge hit. This campaign not only brought fun and energy to our brand, but also provided valuable insight into what motivates our customers to take action. It's been a fantastic reminder that engaging content combined with a deep understanding of our audience drives results. Together, these initiatives have resulted in a significant increase in leads, giving our sales team the tools they need to thrive and solidifying our approach to marketing as a growth driver for the business. A critical part of our continued efforts will be the implementation of conversion rate optimization. From the moment visitors land on our site, we're working to streamline their journey, making it easier for them to engage and convert into leads. These changes will be pivotal in improving the effectiveness of our marketing efforts. I couldn't be more excited about the progress we've made this quarter. Thank you for your ongoing support, and I look forward to sharing even more success in our next update.
Hi, I'm Marcus, the IT Director with Rise Connect. Today I want to go over a couple of Q4 notes before we jump into some 2024 highlights. In Q4, we saw fiber go live at 99% of our stores. This fiber has helped our customers connect to high-speed internet in all of their locations. We also saw new pricing go live in Q4. We were able to narrow down our 6 packages to 4, which has helped consolidate a couple of customers into proper pricing packages that they enjoyed. We also saw an average of about 16 new customers per month during this quarter. Now let's dive into a couple of the 2024 highlights. We saw 73% of signups were new customers and 27% of those signups were existing customers. Pretty good job on the new customers for sure. We want to see a couple of the existing customers bump up as well in 2025. In 2024, we also saw an average spend of about $65 for the internet packages. Of those packages, 69 of them were Business Lite, 59 were Business Pro, 48 were Business Pro Plus, and 7 were Business Elite. On the camera side, we deployed 51 cameras in 2024. Overall, I'd say we did a pretty good job making sure that our tenants have access to high-speed internet and also security cameras in their unit, which helps them immensely. On the new customer sign-up, I want to give a special shout out to our top 3 districts. Number 1 is Dublin with 30 new signups. Greenwood is number 2 with 29, and tied for number 3 is Avon and Gahanna. Following that list, we've got Lewis Center with 15, Fort Wayne with 12, Woodbury with 12, Franklin with 11, Mason with 10, Mentor with 11, Castleton with 9, Toledo 9, and Noblesville with 10 as well. Overall, we saw 200 total new customers signed up for Rise Connect. Next, let's discuss our 2024 revenue by district. Our top revenue generating district was Greenwood with $32,000 for 2024. Gahanna came in second with $18,000, then Dublin at $14,000, Lewis Center at $13,000, Noblesville at $12,000, Castleton at $11,000, Avon at $8,000, Fort Wayne at $7,000, Woodbury at $6,000, along with Mentor and Lebanon with $6,000 as well. Then we have Toledo at $4,000 and Franklin at $1,300. Overall, I think the districts did very well in 2024, and I'd love to see us push to get a little bit more for all of our districts across the board. Next, let's discuss the 2024 year-to-date revenue. We had a goal of $150,000, and we reached 99% of that goal this year. Next, let's discuss our 2025 goals as far as having customers per district. Our overall goal is to have 470 customers with an average spend of $65 a month. This would get us a total of about $30,550 a month in revenue. Our stretch goal for this would be 550 customers with an average spend of $65 a month for a total of $35,750 a month. Here's our current customer count, along with where we want each of these districts to be at. Greenwood, you're currently at 36 customers. We'd love for you to be at 50. Dublin, you're at 29. We believe you can get to 50 as well. Gahanna, you're at 21. You can get to 50. Lewis Center, you're at 18, and we know that you can get to 50 as well. Avon, you're currently at 15. We'd love to see you at 40. Noblesville, you're at 16. We believe you can get to 40 as well. Fort Wayne, you're currently at 12. We know that you can get to 30. Castleton, you're currently at 11. We believe you can get to 30 as well. Lebanon, you're at 12. We believe you can get to 40. Mentor, you're at 10. We know you can get to 30. Woodbury, you're at 8. You can get to 30. Franklin, you're also at 8. We believe you can get to 30. Northwood, you're currently at 6, and we'd love to see you at 30 as well. As far as our camera customers go, we have 27 camera customers, of which I believe that we can get to 50 camera customers before the end of 2025. Our goal would be 20 new customers per month, and if we do this, I believe that if each district has at least 2 or more new internet customers per month, we can easily hit this goal. Overall, I believe we had a strong 2024, and I'd love to see everyone help us to reach our goals in 2025 as well.
Thank you all for making 2024 such an incredible year for Rise Commercial District. Your hard work and dedication are the reason for our continued success, and I couldn't be prouder of what we've accomplished together. Thanks a lot.